Hello. Today I want to look at Principle 8, God our refuge in difficult times. And are we living in difficult times? Indeed. You probably can hear a siren occurring right behind me as I'm speaking. But we do know that if we trust in God in these challenging times, that we can actually find peace during these very interesting events that are occurring globally. So in the principle number 8, we want to look at Exodus 20 verse 15. And it says this, thou shalt not steal. Now on the surface, it may seem like just a simple not taking someone else's possessions, but it goes deeper than that. For example, your place of employment. Do you steal time away from your job? Do you do less than what you are contracted to work for? Or do you borrow equipment or supplies to use for personal use? All these would actually be considered stealing. I want to bring another application to these words, to this actual principle, thou shalt not steal. When young people get into sort of a courting relationship without parents knowing, so we're looking at high school students or, those that are still under the care of their parents. Do they have secret meetings? Do they, text and do all of these things and create these relationships without their parents knowing? Do you know that this is considered stealing the affections away from the parents? Because the parents don't know that this is occurring. And this happens quite frequently. And God looks upon this really highly because He is the one who gave us relationships. So He understands how they would actually work and what's beneficial to each person. So when we look at this on stealing, there are many aspects of this. Do we have our own business? How do we treat our employees? Do we pay them the compensation and the way that they have worked for? So when we consider this as part of the principles, is there any point of this principle that we are in violation of? See, obedience to God's principles or commandments is what gives us a peace during these difficult times. I just want to stress this. Things are happening rapidly. Faster than we can even get used to one event, something else happens really quickly right behind. Quick succession, things are occurring on this earth. Would you not want to know the safety and peace of a loving God? I will also remind you, these things that are occurring, they are not a surprise to God. He told us in Matthew 24 and in Revelation that these things are going to occur and that we should prepare for them. So now that we see these things occurring, we should prepare and say, what must I do to be saved? Understanding God, understanding His character, understanding His principles would help us to draw closer to Him and find refuge in these very difficult times. I pray that you will seek to get to know the God of this universe, for He loves you very much. Look forward to seeing you on the next principle. God bless.